players, two sides. Coach Hoffner, Tyler Henderson there on the left. Ricky Lloyd there to Coach Hoffner's right, and Connor Thomas here on the end. So we'll begin with a statement from Coach Hoffner. Todd.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it. What a hard-fought, contested battle. I thought the Bulldogs played a great football game, very tight until the second half. We made a lot of plays early in the game. We weren't going to be denied offensively. I thought they still fought back when it was 27-17, and then from there we got some points late that helped us seal the game. I'm a little remiss here. I don't have long hair like these three guys up here, so you know, I'll have to work on that in the off season, but we're still playing football. We're real excited about it. This team's very motivated, and we weren't going to be denied today, and I'm happy for these young men.
Questions?
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the end of the second quarter there? They had a lot of momentum coming up into halftime, and what was the mood like in the locker room when you got back after watching that?
You know, I tried to catch up to the team a little bit as they're entering the building. Very focused. A lot of chatter in regards to others encouraging others, talking about we're going to dominate the second half. They knew we had a lot of work to do. Coaches came in and made some great, simple and subtle adjustments. We had been doing a lot of things right, but we weren't quite finishing. And it was just a great feel. You know, there wasn't really, the guys weren't worried, but very focused and excited to get back out to the second half.
Ricky, can you talk a little bit about what you were thinking at halftime there?
I was very relaxed and very, very calm. I knew what our offense was capable of doing, and I had no doubt in my guys and what we could do in the second half.
You were able to move the ball pretty good in that first quarter, but second quarter things got bogged down a little bit. Was it some adjustment they were making?
Well, they had a few adjustments they made that we weren't ready for, but of course we saw that during halftime, and we came back during the second half and fixed it up, and offensive line protected me, gave up no sacks in the second half, and Connor ran the ball great. So.
How big was it to score on that first drive, even though it was only a field goal in the third quarter, but just to kind of get things
points
going?
to points. I mean, that's the momentum after that is terrific, and you can see it throughout all the players and the fans and everything like that. So it's very, very big.
Tyler, can you talk a little bit, because they seemed to have some things going in that second quarter too, their offense, and what were some of the things you guys did differently there in the second half that allowed you to shut it down a bit?
I mean, we had a great game plan from the start and stuff, and we were just making little mistakes. Coach Sturt came in similar to last week, said we got this, we just need to do this and this. I can't think of any like major things that we changed really.
Again, to get a stop on their first possession, how big was that for?
That's huge. That's like we want to come up fast like that every game, and every quarter, every drive. So.
Connor, do you try to miss guys once in a while, or not?
Kind of run through.
You know, whatever is easiest. I don't really think about it, but I'll go through them if I have to.
What do you think of your counterpart on the other team? He's kind of a bowling ball, but he's got the same style you do.
Yeah, very similar. I just tough back. He had a nice job. Did a nice job today.
Ricky, how important was the pass today? Because it seemed like they kind of caught up to the run game in that first half. I think you guys only had 40-some yards rushing at halftime, which is pretty unusual for this offense. Did you know you're going to have to pass a little bit more, or was that something that?
I know we wanted to come out pass heavy in the first half and throw the ball around and kind of go with a balanced look. And when it came to halftime, we ended up wanting to throw the ball even more because it was working for us, and we knew what we had, and we knew we could get.
Were you on that 0-12 Southern Miss team?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is this a little better?
Oh, this is a lot better. I'm very happy in my decision of coming here.
Hey, Coach, going into the game, just with it being two NSIC teams, just kind of talk about what does that mean about this conference and the quality of football that the NSIC can produce?
Well, I think it speaks for itself when you have two teams that are in the opposite bracket of the NCAA playoffs within the same region, within the same conference, and they both surface. I think that when the pairings came out, that a lot of people probably didn't expect that, and I think we both probably felt we were slighted, Coach Weesey and the Mavericks. So I think both teams did a great job of getting to the regional championship, and it was a great opportunity for both teams to compete that never had a chance to see each other during the season. So it was great to face a conference rival and come out on top today, and we're pretty happy about it.
Tyler, did you come on the, I wouldn't call it a blitz, but did you go after the quarterback more than usual, or is this about your normal?
Today was about the same that I
You got
always
some
do.
hits on you.
Yeah, there's a few wide open gaps that I hit, so.
That's a team that only fumbled, or lost 4 fumbles all season coming into today. Was there some special emphasis for you guys on getting some turnovers, or was it just the process of hitting them?
No, because each week we always talk about turnovers, and that's a huge emphasis every week since the beginning of the season.
UB's been good at the fourth quarter comebacks. Is that something you were conscious of? It seemed like your plan then was we're just going to keep the pedal to the metal. Can anybody comment on that?
From the get-go, I mean, we didn't want to stop scoring. We wanted to keep scoring and then get as many points as we possibly could. We never thought in our minds to take our foot off the pedal at all and just keep driving and keeping the ball moving.
Todd, was your plan to play Nick a little bit more, or did you just like the way, because Ricky was in a kind of a flow early, or was Nick just not prepared to play the normal amount?
Going into the game, Ricky was going to start, and Nick was going to get some opportunities, and he did get a few drives, a few series. In the end, he probably wasn't quite 100% today, so it's better for Ricky to stay in there, stay as the quarterback for this game, and we'll continue to evaluate and assess Nick's health, but we're real excited. The situation has played out exceptionally well, having two mature, experienced quarterbacks now that we probably didn't have heading into the season, and I'm happy for both of them, and we're excited about playing next week.
I thought the difference today between the two teams was your ability to pass. Is that just the dimension you think that Ricky brings? Not that Nick can't throw it, but maybe Ricky's a little bit more accomplished in it.
I think Ricky does a great job of throwing the football, and we also believe in Nick throwing the football too. So I think they both create a tremendous 1-2 punch, much like Connor and Andy Pfeiffer do for us in the backfield. And you can't get the things done at quarterback unless you have a great line blocking for you, and you have great play calling and Coach Eck and how he put those guys in great position.
Ricky, could you repeat the recruitment story to Mankato for us outsiders?
Well, when I was looking for a school to go to, it was coming down to the end of it, and I ended up my offensive coordinator in high school saw a tweet on Twitter from Coach Eck looking for transfers, and he ended up referring me to the tweet. So I ended up DMing, messaging him, and telling him my story and what I was going through, sending him some film and stuff. Ended up coming out on a visit, loved it out here. Of course, it was during the summer.
What do you mean by that?
The snow was a little bit of a surprise to me. No, not a surprise, but it was something new for me. But yeah, so I loved it. Loved the coaching staff, loved the guys. Meshed very well with them right away, and I'm very happy with my decision to come
Were you
here.
back in California when all this was taking
Yes, sir.
place?
Yes, sir.
And how late in summer was it?
Yeah, I believe it was sometime around July 4th, around then.
Were you getting a little wondering what you were?
Yeah, I was getting a little
Burger
antsy,
King or something?
getting a little antsy trying to find where I was going to go, and getting kind of nervous about my plan and everything, but I feel like I picked the right school for me and the right place to go.
Tyler, you guys had only given up that short touchdown at the half, so were you pretty confident as a defense still at halftime, or that last touchdown?
Yeah.
Just kind of get it.
Yeah, we were very confident at halftime. Like I said, Coach Sturger came in and said we only had a few mistakes, and we corrected them right away, and we're ready to get back out there.
What's the deal with the hair? Is this a team thing, or just you, we just ended up with you three guys in here?
Just ended up with us three.
Are you donate it when you're done?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of love.
That charity?
Yeah.
Connor, you were on the field a couple years ago against Valdosta. So you just talk about getting back to that level, getting to play in that game again this year.
Yeah, you know, it's a huge game, just like every one of these playoff games. But you know what I think last year we struggled with, or 2 years ago when we played Valdosta, was our pass protection, and we had a lot of young guys. But you look now, we got those same guys, O-line, and running backs, and you know we're more a veteran group now, and I think we're doing a better job with that.
How do you feel after a game like today? You got with all those thumps, you feel okay?
Yeah, I wish we could play tomorrow.
Given that you got that far 2 years ago and then to lose the way you guys did last year, is it just kind of a relief or just excited to get back at that another chance?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's definitely exciting to get back there. You're playing a high level of football, and you know when you're playing this late in December or early December, you know it's an awesome opportunity.
What'd you think of the crowd, fellas? Pretty good?
It was
Great.
great. I love all the noise they make and everything. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Can't thank them enough.
No doubt. Student government stepped up and contributed, and so did the Touchdown Club. We got a lot of students here, which is very impressive. The local community came out. I thought it was a huge factor in us being able to make a lot of noise and help out our defense.
What do you know about Concord?
I don't know a lot about Concord. We're very focused on Duluth. We're going to take 24 hours and enjoy this, and then we'll refocus tomorrow and focus on Concord.
One more question, anybody? All right, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.